Israeli forces have detained two relatives of the suspected Palestinian gunmen. The raid took place in the village of Nilin in the occupied West Bank. Let's get more with Nida Ibrahim, who joins us from Ramallah. So, Nida, a raid in Nilin in the occupied West Bank following that shooting in Tel Aviv. Tell us what happened.
People there told us that the Israeli forces have stayed there for 6 hours, where confrontations erupted between Palestinians in Nilin and the Israeli forces. We know that they've detained the father and the brother of the shooter, as well as taking measurements of the house in preparation for a house demolition. What happens in these cases that usually when there are Israelis who are killed, it's becoming a standard Israeli procedure to demolish the home of the shooters. Now, in this case, we don't have any killed people in the shooting in Tel Aviv yet, but usually this is the standard practice by the Israeli forces. Now, also there was another incident elsewhere in the occupied West Bank where a Palestinian, a 21-year-old, was killed by Israeli forces, by an Israeli settler. He was near an illegal Israeli settlement outpost, and according to witnesses, they say they don't know what happened because the Israeli narrative is that he had weapons or at least knives, and he tried to attack an Israeli settler. But we don't have a Palestinian narrative to counter that. It's hard to know what happened. But it's worth mentioning that the Israeli raids have been intensifying in the occupied West Bank, the house demolitions as well. The killings, we're talking about 78 Palestinians who were killed by Israeli forces since the beginning of the year. And we're only in March.
Indeed. Nida, thank you for that. Nida Ibrahim live for us in Ramallah.